Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for July 30th, 2024. This is for Libra. Last shuffle for Libra. Let's see what's up. Libra, what we have is healing light and we have deception. Okay. All right. People may be coming in towards you or coming towards you saying they're good, they're better, they're not. Okay. This would be someone who's like, I'm straight, I'm fine, I'm good. I don't know what you guys heard about me, but I'm okay and not. Okay, healing light is talking about a spirit, the spirit of people, the spirit within. And for you, you may also feel like you're healed from something, and you may not. You may find in a situation that you're not as healed as you thought. You know how people say, I'm saved, and then they get involved. I'm saved now. And then something happens, and all of a sudden, all the F bombs start dropping out, and they're like, I'm saved, but I'm not that saved. Don't play with me. Right? You need to be safe, beloved. Don't start. And there's something about someone that's like really needing to do some deep dive and do some deep work, especially a person who's trying to hold on to you. um it's like you may be saved or healed, except for that one thing you cannot let go of. And that is here. It's a hermit, is about going deep within. Whatever this is a lot of, it's something heavy on someone's heart. Heavy, heavy. Healing light is hermit, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Okay, this is speaking about that it's something needs to be, something that someone is ignoring needs to be brought out to the surface. And also too, this also gives off an energy of one who, um the people that you may be may be surrounded by. Usually when spirit comes out, the purple spiritual spirit cards, that would be the type of spirits that would be attracted to you, are ones that are really not healed today. The people that are around you, those that say they've got your back, those who are trying to get details, trying to understand you, trying to ask more questions. I'm talking about detailed questions that maybe most people don't ask. And a lot of us, how someone takes an interest in us, this would be someone who is really spending time, really investing time trying to get to know you. They're not finished healing. Okay. And it also looks like they're ignoring something, that it's like an elephant in the room. Okay, that is, and that could be you as well. Do not ignore an elephant in the room. Do not, because you're just contributing to the madness when you do. And they're saying that you got to do some deep dive. Right, the hermit is usually about really taking inventory of the past, not looking at the past from an emotional place. Like, how we look at the past and we're just like, um, this hurt me, that was hard, that was this, whatever. And it's emotional. You're going through the emotions of it. You remember the smells, you remember the moments, you remember what was playing when it happened and what they were wearing. This would be more of an inventory of a fact finding mission type of deep dive into the past. Like, in 2000, this is what happened. And then as a result of that, I did this. As a result of this, I incurred this much damage, debt, whatever, because I ignored this and buried my head in the sand, or, um, ignored it, or just turned a blind eye to it. I ended up having this much extra work on my shoulders. And it's important to take ownership or take stock of your place in something. And this would be the same for anybody that's around you. It seems like all the people that may be attracted to you at this point are, asking you a lot of questions, is because they need to do a deep dive. So the deception with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles would be that these people are coming in acting as though they know more than you, they're better off than you, they're in a better place than you are. And the truth is, they're asking a lot of questions because they're trying to figure out, they're learning from you in a sense. The truth is, they're underneath you. You're telling them things, if you are, right? They're asking you deep questions or asking you details about, when did you find, this would be like being on on the jury, on the witness stand. When was it that and as you're telling your part of this, they're realizing their part in things. And that helps heal something, because now they realize, I can't ignore that. Say this is like, it seems like you're talking to somebody, as most of a lot of people do on social media, which I'm so grateful for, because there's a lot of great things that are occurring on social media, which is people telling their story about what they've gone through, the pain they've gone through, their story, their history. And you get to learn from them that there are certain red flags that you should not turn your back on. You should pay attention to being love bombed. You should pay attention to certain things, right? And that is where this is. It shows that people are really trying, like depending on what they find out from you, and depending on what happens in a situation, someone may act like they've got it all together. They don't. They are not healed. They are not okay. And based on what you're saying to them, they're realizing that I cannot pretend that I don't have all the weight of the world on my shoulders anymore, because I'm walking around here like everything's okay. The King of Pentacles energy is one who's got it all figured out. They're responsible. They've got the nicest this, the most expensive that. That meanwhile, they have they ignore that they are doing everything. So this would be the vibe, like say this is a woman, right? That she's got it all, the nails, hair, everything done, everything cinched and snatched and tight and everything. But when she goes home, she cooks, she cleans, she tends to the children. She's paying all the bills while her person is acting as though he's in high school. But on the surface, I'm good. My husband is here. My man, this, that, and the third. That would be the energy of this. Not that that's you, but that's the type of people that you may be surrounded by, and they may be in your space acting like all you have to do is just, just get up and take care of yourself and da 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 da. And you're just looking at them like, when are you going to be honest about the fact that you're overwhelmed, because you're making people, you're prizing a burnout energy, but this is what you're portraying to the world. And most people are actually in this person's shoes. If they were honest, they would have a brotherhood, a sisterhood with others, because others are going through the same thing. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Someone in this space is really not finished healing. Look at victim mentality. I can't make this up. I can't. Like I can't. King of Wands and Two of Swords. So this would tell me that somebody is like, I have to look a certain way. I have to have things looking a certain way. I don't have a choice. I have to make it look better, or say that I'm doing better than I really am. I don't. When they're backed into a corner, their ego comes out to protect them. And spirit may be one. There, it's almost as though they're warning you. They don't want you to allow your ego to step in to protect you. They want you to face those things that you ignore, the things that you're trying, like they're wanting you to realize that it wasn't you, like something isn't your fault, I guess is the best way to put it as well. That you don't have you don't have to be the success story that you think that the world wants to see, right? There's a success energy here of like, well, I have to be this way, right? Everyone's watching. So there's somebody out here that's in this space. And most of us are like, we don't care what other people think, right? That's something that I see a lot of. Libra, you may be like, I don't care about what other people think. But in this, it's saying that something happens and you realize that you're always kept waiting. Six of Wands and Six of Cups. I've always been kept waiting. It is really time for me to see that I've always been a winner, even if it doesn't look like it publicly, right? Just because you're wearing sweats with a messy bun, or a man's just like I have on New Balance from Walmart that I bought 3 years ago. Just because you are in this space of I mean, this is outward things, but this is more of the, I'm speaking more from a King of Wands space. That would be where a King of Wands would be, and a King of Pentacles. I look like I'm successful, therefore I am. But they're saying that if you really look back at your life, now they're giving off the emotional part of the past. You see that you were always a success story. You're always doing well. And it's not important to wait until you have certain things, to hold back until you have certain things in place, like all your ducks in a row before you know that you're a success story. You're already successful. You woke up this morning, right? You know how hard it is for a human to make it to this place. You know how hard it is to fertilize an egg. Every single person here was meant to be here. Every single person. I don't care what they did, who they were, what they represented. They were meant to be here because it is absolutely difficult to conceive. Anybody who is very fertile, it's like you are a portal, you are a blessing. Do you understand? The angels are beset beside you in a sense. Anytime you have a child, it's very, so that you've got to know that just waking up in the morning was a success in and of itself. But it's also time to do the work, to heal something, and to realize that the choices that you may have been pushed into, you are like, they don't want you to start feeling like a victim. They want you to realize that you're victorious. It's time to start making plans, to do the work, to resolve some issues that you ignore, especially as you were doing all the work in situations when you're connected to certain people. It seems like you're the only one working on something. You're the only one. Um, my right side of my mouth, all of a sudden my jaw just got real tight. The right side of my face is like, oh gosh, okay, calm down. I was talking, all of a sudden it's just like, um, the deception is that other people are in a better station or a position than you are, and that's not true. That's just what they want you to see. Spirit wants you to know that, because it will help in your healing, to understand that there are people walking around ignoring things that are like their deficit, right? You could be rich and be crying your eyes out in a Bugatti, okay, in a Rolls Royce. They're like, I have everything, the status symbol, the this and the that, and they are heartbroken beyond repair. Meanwhile, you're not, and you're okay. You know what I mean? And you got some things that you need to focus on, but don't let other people make you feel like you're not accomplished because they've got certain things in their life, because they're worse off than you. They're just acting the part, and that is what Spirit wants you to know. You could be dealing with a Virgo very strongly, but we also have Capricorn or Taurus, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you could be a Virgo Libra cusp. We have Leo Virgo cusp, Sagittarius Capricorn cusp you could be dealing with, or an Aries Taurus cusp. You don't have to be dealing with these signs at all. However, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.